So Michele Tafoya, if you didn't remember, she was the sideline reporter for every NBC Sunday night football game. She has been a reporter with NBC and just in general for over 30 years. The Super Bowl was her last game. And then guess what she decided to go do immediately afterwards? Go hella conservative. I want you to hear her talking on Megyn Kelly's show about Colin Kaepernick. It's not my fault. He's built like margarita floats. I'm sorry to reconsider getting all the smoke.
Mardi Gras, margarita. Damn it! You talking about I can't read? Jesus.
I know it's supposed to be Mardi Gras. I said Mardi Gras.
You said margaritas. You said it's not my fault. He's built like a margaritas float, bro.
Okay. First of all.
no.
First of all, no. Take this motherfucking picture there. No, what you're not gonna do.
You're not getting away from this.
Mardi Gras is 2 words. Margarita together.
I'm aware, but you
can I go cockeyed some goddamn times. I go cockeyed some fucking times. So I look at a word to let us be together.
Nigga, what are you, Zeus, Tiny Lester, nigga? Like, what are you doing, bro? Hold on. They say you can do this on TikTok. It's you look for it, then you look at your finger, and then did I stay cockeyed? No, I didn't. Or whatever. It doesn't matter, nigga. I don't understand why that was that hard for you.
Nigga!
Do you want to start the story over again?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's try this one more.
Go ahead.
Michele Tafoya. You saw her. Michele Tafoya was the NFL Sideline Sideline reporting. We saw her for numerous years. She recently did her last game this past Super Bowl Sunday. She has decided to quit to become a conservative voice. Shut the fuck up. Check out what she said on fucking Megyn Kelly's podcast about Colin Kaepernick.
If he really, really wanted, the one thing he wanted, Megyn, in this life was to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, he'd be one right now. And, given that he had the talent. But he made some business decisions and they didn't necessarily, and I think he knew what he was risking. And I think that there are legitimate complaints about race in the NFL and everywhere else in America, but that's not why Colin Kaepernick's not in the NFL.
So that's one statement. She went on Tucker Carlson. You ready for this one?
And it breaks my heart that my kids are being taught that skin color matters. And to me, if you want white people to step up, I was stepping up when I addressed the school and said, why are we having these picnics for families of color? Why are we separating our kids? If the world is integrated, let's continue that and have everyone find out what we all have in common, not just what we have in common with people who look like us.
Yolsoa High School had a walkout today, and this Lilith girl had said this.
I am so glad that years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King, the first black man, ended slavery. Because if not, people would be whipped every day by
Now, here's what I would suggest all of y'all do. I would suggest you watch her full it sucks to give Tucker Carlson any sort of views. So if you want to legally download it and then watch it, so that nigga don't get any credit, you didn't get the idea from me. Stop snitching. But my point is, if you watch her whole interview with him, when you add some context to it, it makes it a little better, but it's still a negative number. Let's put it that way. You went from like negative 100 to like negative 50. I'll put it to you that way. All right. She is so off base here because her whole thing is, my boys are 13 and 16, and she said straight up said one of them was best friends with this little black boy, and then they started doing the affinity groups, and now they're not friends no more. Okay, well, one, is it a distinct possibility that maybe your child just sucks? It's a possibility. That might be a thing that's going on. But to completely blame it on the fact that we had to learn about our history, now, mind you, you look at that little white girl that said, thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King, for being the first black man to free slaves. We already know we need to fucking go back to the drawing board with this educational process, bro, because that is a massive fucking problem. But what it sounds like, because if you go down to Texas. If you look at some of the textbooks, like I'm glad I went to a private school. If you look at some of these textbooks and how fucking outdated they are, if you had properly updated textbooks that aren't exclusionary, that aren't leaving out important parts of fucking history, and you were teaching everything as it is, you can very easily point out to white kids and to black kids, fam, white people did some fucked up shit in the past. So now in the present, we are trying to do better by X, by Y, by Z. And these are the places where they are not holding up that bargain. And these are the places where they can do a lot better. If you did some shit like that, you'd be fine. But guess what? This is like somebody who has a drug problem, but they don't want to fucking admit it. The white people in this country that are fighting to stop us from talking about race do not want to admit that we have a fucking problem, so we can't fucking deal with it.
You've been on the sidelines with black players since the whole Colin Kaepernick thing has happened. When it got to the point where the network said we'll no longer show the anthem because we don't want to enrage people. This is not this critical race theory bullshit is a new thing. But if you felt this way, there are numerous players that you could have talked to that would openly talk to you, that are superstars on top of it. Because, you can't have, in those situations, you can't have just the average player who got called up from the practice squad. You got to have a superstar caliber player who has a vocal proponent in the community. You could have did that. But no. This white fragility that we have been seeing, the terrifying nature of them hearing that white people will be the minority in X amount of years. It is literally, I've said it before, and I will say it again. You all are acting like, and I'm not saying this you from the neighborhood or people maybe that's normally listening to us, whatever, but if this just happens to fall into the ears and the eyes of a white person who feels like this, you act like minorities are going to do to you what you've been doing to minorities for so long. That's really the thing. I'm just
of the mindset that everybody wants to listen to hip hop, use our vernacular, wear our clothes, walk like we walk, talk like we talk, all that kind of shit. But the best thing to do, what's her name? The old white lady that be teaching everybody about race, Jane something, right?
Yeah, I know he's about, yeah.
She said, how many of you here would like to be treated like African Americans are in this country? And not a goddamn hand went up for a reason. You want all of the benefits and none of the struggle.
None of it.
Let's be 1,000% real. As Paul Mooney said it very succinctly and probably the best way.
Everybody want to be the nigga, but they gotta do it right. Gotta do it in the Paul Mooney voice. Everybody want to be a nigga. Nope.
I got it, bro. I got it.
Yeah, you try.
Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga.
First of all, you sound like Paul Mooney just smoked Virginia Slim menthols all day, every day. This is how you do it. Listen, homie, let me tell you something. Everybody wants to be a nigga, but nobody wants to be a nigga.
No, you kind of.
I'm better than yours. I'm better than yours.
You sound like somebody's grandpa that ain't had no friends in a long time, has been working on his stick just so he could try and like get somebody at the old folks home to be friends with him, nigga. Like you sound like you trying way too hard, bro. You're trying way too hard, bro. And also, people went back to listen. You definitely said margarita, bro.
Thank you, Dwayne.
I saw it.
Cookie Monster. Jay was better.
But Flats only said I gotta go with Winston. Go ahead, Cheryl. Put the poll up. Who did it better? Who did Paul Mooney better? Go ahead, Cheryl. You got it.
Listen, you want to go ahead and see who did Paul Mooney better? Look, nigga, let me tell you something. I was writing for Richard Pryor, and you got to be a bad motherfucker to write the bad motherfucker.
You're putting a little. I mean, look, if you change one little thing, you would do it better than me. You're putting a little too much scratchy in there. Take that out, but keep the bravado and the bass, and you got me. I can admit that. Your shit's a little too scratchy for some reason.
I want this nigga. I want this nigga to go on vacation.
Jane Elliott is who I was talking about.
I kind of want this nigga to go now. Like I want this nigga just to be gone.
To go on vacation? I can, nigga. That's fine.
No, don't leave me.
You were so sensitive, bitch. Oh
Don't
my
leave
God.
me.
Blerds in the Hood every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. All full episodes exclusively available on Twitch for the month of February. www.twitch.tv/BLERDS, the letter NTHEHOOD. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.